guys, and welcome back to the Cassie project. This week I'm going to create a gift for my mum for Mother's Day. I wanted to post this video after Mother's Day, of course, because she watches all my videos.
She loves me.
This year I'm trying to not spend money, and when I do spend money I'm trying to buy second-hand things. I was in a charity shop, or thrift store as you'd like to call it, and I saw this plant pot and I thought this would be perfect for painting on. What I've decided to do is to get my mum a plant and paint this lovely plant pot and make it all pretty for her. So let's do a little thrift makeover. Let's start with the prep. So I'm just going over this whole plant pot with acetone, making sure I've got all the dirt off and any of the shininess off. It helps to dull that gloss a little bit. So I'm going to paint this whole flower pot and just the inner part of the flower pot with white gesso. My mum really loved the crochet bowl that I did with this Talia Stanton style art on it. So I thought that I would repeat that similar process onto this flower pot. I wanted it to go in her living room, and she's got this lovely vintagey wallpaper. It's got these lovely dark greens on there, this slight pinky colour, blush pinky colour in the background, and then this coppery effect all over it. So I thought I would bring those three colours into the plant pot. Let's start with this dark green sort of colour. I've got some green, some black and white on my palette, just similarly, it's a really weird word. I don't like that word, similarly. Seems too many lilies. Similar to the crochet bowl, I'm going in with thick bits of paint, watery bits of paint, and just really having a play with it. It's quite interesting actually, because when I was younger I always loved realism. I just found it just incredible, the fact that people could copy things so precisely. But as I've got older and being able to buy art for my own house, I don't actually buy realism that much as I thought I would. I don't find it as interesting. Whereas now I'm more into impressionism and things like that to hang on my wall, which I find quite interesting. Surrealism is something I've always adored from when I was younger to now. I think it'll always be my preferred style. I just find it fascinating and beautiful and so creative and wonderful and skillful, and I like surrealism. But abstract, never been a fan of it, never saw much skill in it. Please don't hate on me yet. And doing this has really made me see that it's really quite hard to make something beautiful that almost looks like an accident. I think there is a lot of skill to it, and it's like dressing up a room. Some people have just got this knack to being able to make something look beautiful and put random things together, and I feel like doing something abstract is very much like interior design. You've got to bring this colour theme together, you've got to bring the shapes together and make it work, and that I think is a real skill, and it's made me really start to appreciate abstract art that little bit more. So now we've got that dark green, blacks and whites on there. Then I'm going to go in with this lovely pink. So I've created this pink mix using red and white, of course, but I've muted it down, adding a little bit of green, and I've made it a little bit more peachy, so I've added a little bit of yellow in there as well. I'm just popping that in just little sections of white areas that just need filling out a little bit, and then I'm getting gloops of it. I'm being a bit more brave with this one. The crochet bowl was a lot more flat, whereas this one is a lot more textured, and I'm going for real thick pieces, and I've even got a little bit of red in there just to really make it pop out and stand out, because I thought that will go with the pink as well. And I just continue to add more and more colour to the pot. I actually got out my metallic watercolour paints as well, just to add a little bit of rose gold to it. And then I'm going in with some gold acrylic paint markers just to fill in some more sections. And most of that is going to be covered up with some copper leaf. I absolutely love the part where I'm adding the copper leaf. This is where it all comes together, and it is quite nerve-wracking because obviously you're not getting that finished product. You've got these squares stuck all over the pot. While that's drying, let's wrap some presents. So I did buy a couple of things. I got her favourite chocolate, and I've also had to buy the plant as well to go in the plant pot. So I'm just going to wrap these up, and I've also bought her a book. So this book is by Harlan Coben. Me and my mum have watched quite a lot of Harlan Coben series. Surely the books have got to be amazing. So I did a little search and I found that this was one of the top rated Harlan Coben books. Found a second-hand copy on eBay. So let's wrap that up as well with some black paper, and I'm just going in with some gold acrylic hearts on there as well. And now let's go on and design a little card for her. So I've drawn out this little card of 3 plant pots with different plants in there. This card has become a little bit mixed media. I'm doing a bit of acrylic paint for the pots, and then I'm cutting out a bit of paper for another pot, and then I'm adding watercolour for the leaves. I was obviously feeling very experimental because I was doing this abstract soil plant pot, so I was just going crazy and going for it, and it turned out really, really nicely. Can you help me? Sliding. Okay, now we've done all that, we're going to move back to the plant pot and we're going to try and get rid of all the excess copper leaf. It's really nerve-wracking because unless it's dry, it doesn't come off nicely. So I'm just very slightly rubbing it away, the excess, and it comes off and it looks really, really beautiful. Just having the copper leaf or the gold leaf just gives it this real shine and this real glamour to it. Now we're going to add a lovely coat of gloss varnish. So this is by Liquitex, and this is just so good for sealing everything in. I ended up doing about 3 coats of it just to make sure I've got everything trapped in there, the copper leaf and obviously those big bulging bits of paint as well. So let's see the finished result. I absolutely love it. I think it's come together so nicely, and it just stands out so much, and it's just given me a real appreciation for abstract art. So let's wrap that up with some paper as well, so she can't see it. She'll probably see a little bit of the plant, but at least the flower pot will be covered up. I'm going to add this black paper and then some little gold hearts on there as well. I wanted to add in here very quickly, she absolutely loved it. She was so pleased with it, and yeah, here is a picture of it in her living room. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching. Do carry on binging some more videos here, and I will see you soon. Bye.